Hello students, in the last class we have discussed about basic theories of IFRS, meaning role of IFRS and scope of IFRS, right. Today we are going to discuss about a new topic, that is environmental accounting. What is this environmental accounting? So this is environmental accounting is a field that identifies resource use or measures and communicates costs of a company's or national economic impact on the environment. So this environmental costing is a subset of accounting proper which incorporates both economic and environmental information. So this environmental accounting which comprises both economic and environmental information. So this is a subset of accounting proper. So it can be conducted at a corporate level or at the level of a national economy through the system of integrated environmental and economic accounting. So this environmental accounting can be conducted at the level of corporate level, or else it can be conducted at the national economy level. So through the system of integrated environmental and economic accounting. So a satellite system to be national accounts of countries. Environmental accounting analyzes economic and environmental information in order to make the prudent decisions based on a resource use and the related cost. So this at a corporate level, environmental accounting can be defined as a set of organizational activities that deal with the measurement and analysis of the environmental performance of corporation. And these reportings of such results are concerned with groups or else both within and outside the corporation. And take for example, at a national level or regional level, environmental accounting is a branch of accounting dealing with activities, methods, analysis and reporting of environmental impacts of defined economic systems. So at the national or regional level, so this environmental accounting is a branch of accounting, so which deals with the activities or methods or analysis and reporting of environmental impact of defined economic system. So this environmental impact on the economic system or accounting system, so which deals with the environmental accounting. So this environmental accounting is a field that identifies resource use. So this measures and communicates costs of a company's or national economic impact on the environment. So this deals with the national economic impact on the environment. So costs include costs to clean up or remediate contaminated sites or environmental fines or penalties and taxes or purchase of pollution prevention technologies and waste management cost. So these are called environmental accounting. So this then what is environmental account? So this environmental accounting, it is a tool for holistic evaluation of systems of people and nature. In simple, we can say that the environmental accounting is a tool for holistic evaluation of systems of people as well as systems of nature. Since environmental work is in both environmental and human systems. The foundation of the method is a physical understanding of energy and material flow through systems. So accounting for basic physical flows and transformation of energy and materials used in the economic processes, which permits direct linkage with the macroeconomic value of flows, both where there is a market and for flows for which no market exists. So this is about what environmental or meaning of environmental accounting. So this an environmental accounting which is a system consists of environmentally differentiated conventional accounting and ecological accounting. So this contains or this consists of two, that is differentiated conventional accounting as well as ecological accounting. So these environmentally differentiated accounting measures which effects of the natural environment on a company in monetary terms. So environmentally differentiated accounting which measures the impact of natural environment on a company in monetary terms, in a money terms. And the one more, that is ecological accounting which measures the influence a company has on environment but in physical measurement. So there is a difference between ecological differentiated accounting as well as ecological accounting. So here environmental differentiated accounting which measures the natural, or which measures the impact of the natural environment on a company, and ecological accounting which measures the company has on environment but in physical measurement. I hope this is understood, right? So this environmental accounting is organized in three sub-disciplines. So they are global, national and corporate environmental accounting. So this corporate environmental accounting again further subdivided into environmental management accounting and environmental financial accounting. Let us study about one by one. Here the global environmental accounting. So this is an accounting methodology that deals areas including energetics, ecology and economics at a worldwide level. So this global, the name itself says that global international environmental accounting. So this is an accounting methodology which deals the areas, some areas which include the ecology or economics of another country or energetics. So these includes. Then what is national environmental accounting? So this national environmental accounting, which is an accounting approach that deals with economics on a country's level. So this national environmental accounting which deals with the economics on a country's level, not in international level. So that's why it is a national environmental accounting. So there is a difference between global environmental accounting and national environmental accounting. So the global accounting or global environmental accounting which deals with the economies of the worldwide, but the national environmental accounting which deals with the economics of country level. Then what is this corporate environmental accounting? So this is an accounting approach that focuses on the cost structure and environmental performance of a company. So this is called or corporate environmental accounting, which is an approach or which is an accounting approach that focus on the company level, or the focus on the economy of the company level. So which focuses on the cost structure as well as environmental performance of a company. So this is subdivided into two, that is environmental management accounting and environmental financial accounting, right? Then what is environmental management accounting? So this is an accounting approach that focuses on making internal business strategy decisions based on the identification, collection, analysis and use of two types of information, that is physical information and monetary information. What is this physical information? Physical information on use, flows and fates of energy, water and materials including waste, right? So what is this monetary information? Monetary information on environmentally related or environmentally related cost and environmentally related earnings and environmentally related savings. Understood? So this is about environmental management accounting. Then what is environmental financial accounting? Environmental financial accounting is an accounting for and reporting on environmental transactions and events that affect or are likely to affect the financial position of an enterprise. So this is an approach, or this is an report, or this is an accounting on environmental transaction, Or else environmental events that affect the financial position of a enterprise, right? So this is about the two corporate environmental accounting, that is environmental management accounting and environmental financial accounting. I hope this is understood, right? Next, advantages of environmental accounting. So let us discuss about advantages of environmental accounting. First one, the accounting system helps to detect any leakages, spills or any such problems with the operation and process at an early stage, thus reducing the risk of future problem. So this environmental accounting which helps to the company or which helps to the enterprise to detect the leakages or any such problems. If we talk about company or any enterprise, then they have so many problems with regard to the statement of account or books of account, right, or transactions related to the business, right? If we know the risk, or if we know that, if we know the problem of these books of account in the beginning itself, then we can reduce the risk, right? Or you can reduce the risk of future problem, right? So that this environmental accounting which helps to detect the leakages or which is in process at an early stage, in the early stage itself we can reduce the risk of future problem. This is the first advantage. And second one, it helps to measure the environmental problem impact of each and every process and operation on the air, water, soil, workers' health and safety and society at large. So this environmental accounting which measures the problem of, or which measures the problem impact of each and every person or each and every process or each and every operation on the air, water, soil and workers' health as well as safety and society at large. So this environmental accounting which measures the environmental problem of impact, right? And third one, it helps to measure the organizational environmental performance. So you know that environmental accounting is a tool for holistic evaluation of systems of people as well as nature, right? So that's why this environmental accounting which helps to measure the organization environmental performance, right? So this environmental accounting which helps the organization, it helps the enterprise to maintain the environment performance or performance of the company, right? And fourth one, it gives an indication of the effectiveness of the environmental management and suggests how it can be improved. So this environmental accounting which indicates the effectiveness of environmental management. You know that what is environmental management? So this environmental management accounting which is an approach, so as we have discussed, which is an approach that focuses on making internal business strategy decisions, right, based on the identification, collection, analysis and use of two types of information. I already told, physical information as well as monetary information. So this environmental accounting which indicates the effectiveness of environmental management and suggests how it can be improved. So this environmental accounting which suggests to the organ or any enterprise to improve the environmental management, right? Next one, it provides a database for corrective action and future places, identifies the area where the steps have to be taken to reduce the waste, raw material and energy consumptions. So this environmental accounting which provides the data related to the waste or raw material or energy consumptions, right? So this will help to the future places to identify the area where the steps we have to take to reduce the risk or reduce the waste or reduce the wastage of raw materials or reduce the wastage of energy consumptions, right? So this provides the database information to the enterprise. And next one, the result of the environmental accounting system which helps the management to develop its environment strategy for moving towards a greener, corporate culture. So environmental accounting, as we have discussed, so this is accounting is a subset of accounting proper, and this accounting which helps or which is a tool for the holistic evaluation of system of people as well as system of nature. Right, so that's why this environmental accounting which helps the management to develop the environmental strategy. So every company, they need the environmental strategy to move forward, right? So for the purpose of to move forward, this environmental accounting which helps the management, which helps the enterprise to develop the environmental strategy to how to green out or towards the greener corporate culture, how to develop the greener corporate culture. So this environmental accounting which is helps to the enterprise. And next one, proper environmental accounting system facilitates proper reporting of the results of environment practices followed by the company, and it facilitates communicating environmental performance towards stakeholder, which goes along way enhancing the corporate image of the organization. So here, if you develop the environmental accounting in the company or in the enterprise, which increase the image of the organization, or else the goodwill of the company will increase, right? So this facilitates the communicating environmental performance towards the stakeholder. Who are the stakeholders? You know that the creditors, debtors, and customers, they are, or investors, they are the stakeholders of the company, right? So this environmental accounting which helps to the stakeholder in enhancing the corporate image. So by environmental accounting, the stakeholder can get the information about the image of the organization or else goodwill of the organization, right? And last one, environmental accounting which leads substance to verify compliance to local, national and international standards or best available techniques, as well as companies' own standards as stated in company's environmental policy. So this environmental accounting which also helps to the local, national and international standards or best available techniques. So by this, enterprise, they can use the techniques, the best available techniques to improve the greener corporate culture, right? So the company can they can update their standard to maintain the books of account. So or else this environmental accounting which leads to the corporate image of the organization, right? So these are the advantages of environmental accounting. Next we will discuss about limitations of environmental accounting. There is no standard accounting method. So in the environmental accounting, they doesn't specify any standard method, right? So they doesn't specify which type of method we have to use to maintain the books of account, right? So there is no standard accounting method. Comparison between two countries or firm is not possible if the method of accounting is different, right? You know that if you take the India and US, the accounting method is different, right? So the comparison between two countries of two firm is not possible, and input for environmental accounting is not available at the cost, and the benefits relevant to environment are not easily measurable. So inputs for environmental accounting, so some companies they will not get the inputs to maintain the environmental accounting. So nowadays these the inputs for environmental accounting is not available in the nature, right, or as a cost, and this a benefit or relevant to the environment are not easily measurable. So this cannot be measured easily, right? So many business and government organization, even large and well managed ones, they don't adequately track the use of energy and material or the cost of inefficient material use or else waste management and related issue, or many organizations therefore significantly underestimate the cost of poor environment performance to their organization. some business or some enterprise or some government organization, they don't adequately track the use of energy, how to use the energy, how to use the material, or the cost of inefficient material use, how to management the waste or related issues, right? So they don't get adequately track, right? So that's why so many organizations they underestimate the cost of poor environment performance to their organization. That is one of the limitation. And next one, it mainly considers the cost internal to the company and excludes the cost of the society or cost to the society. So this environmental accounting which considers only the internal to the company but which excludes the cost to the society. So every company they have to contribute to the society, right? But here this environmental accounting which considers only the internal factors of the company, not the external factors, and which excludes the cost to the society. That is one of the limitation. And the next one, environment accounting is long-term process. Therefore, to draw conclusion with the help of it is not easy. So this environmental accounting, which is a long-term process, which is not a short-term process. Therefore, to get the conclusion, it is not so easy, right? So if you take for example, if the environmental accounting is for short-term process or whether it is a short-term process, then the conclusion will be very easy. But the environmental accounting is a long-term process. That's why the draw of it or to getting the conclusion with the help of environmental accounting is not easy. And next one, environmental accounting cannot work independently, so it should be integrated with financial accounting, which is not easy. So this environmental accounting which cannot be worked independently, so which always depends on someone, right? So that's why it should be integrated with financial accounting. So this integration of financial accounting is not easy. And the environmental accounting must be analyzed along with other aspects of accounting, because costs and benefits to the environment depend upon these results of financial accounting or management accounting or cost accounting and tax accounting, etc. So this environmental accounting which analyzed along with other accounting also, because the cost and benefits of environmental accounting which depends on the financial accounting, management accounting, cost accounting and tax accounting. That's why this environmental accounting must be analyzed along with the other aspects of accounting. So other aspects of accounting means these financial accounting, management accounting and cost accounting and tax accounting. And last one, the user of information contained in environmental accounting needs adequate knowledge of process of environmental accounting as well as rules and regulations prevailing in that country, either directly or indirectly related to environmental aspects. Yeah, here the user of the information or who uses the environmental accounting information, then he should have the adequate knowledge about the process of environmental accounting, or else rules and regulations of the environmental accounting, or else they should directly prevailing the country, either indirectly or directly related to environmental aspects. Then only they can get the information about the environmental accounting. So that's why the user of the information, he should know what is the rule and regulations of the environmental accounting. So these are the limitations of environmental accounting. Next we will discuss about process of environmental accounting. The process of environmental accounting which consists of from four main stages, that is identification and appraisal, communication, remediation and analysis and control. What is this identification and appraisal? Here the identity in the first stage, to successfully implement a corporate environment strategy, decision makers require precise information about the environmental costs of the company's product, processes and activities. So identification and appraisal. So before implementing the environmental cost in the company, they should know, or the decision makers they require some information about the environmental cost. That's why they should identify the information about the environmental cost of the company's product, or what is the process is required, and what are the activities required in the environmental accounting. That's why identification and appraisal is the first stage. Here the decision maker, they should know the information about the environmental cost of the company's product or else company's process, etc. And next one, communication. So here the active disclosure of environmental accounting information via an environmental report in regard to the external functions of environmental accounting. The environmental accounting information, which include the content of environmental cost, which include the content of environmental cost and environmental conservation activities, or else environmental conservation benefits or economic benefits associated with the environmental conservation activities. So here the communication is required with the external functions of environmental accounting, right? So here this environmental accounting which include the content of environmental cost, or else which include the environmental conservation activities or environmental conservation benefits. That's why active disclosure of environmental accounting information and environmental report in regard to the external functions, right, or external functions of environmental accounting. And next one, remediation. What is this remediation? Continuous renewal of information or related to the cost, or related to the legal requirements of the environmental accounting, etc. So remediation means renewal of information related to the costs or environmental cost or legal requirements of the environmental accounting, or etc. So this is what remediation. Remediation means renewal of information. And last stage, that is analysis and control. So here the evaluation of economic impact within the company is, or evaluation of economic impact outside a company. Then what is the impact of or evaluation of economic impact within the company? So here the difference in value terms from the previous year, take for example fines for polluting, fines for polluting, and usage of energy or else raw materials or water and other resources is accounted for, as well as the real impact of recovery, recycling and other measures in value terms for the year. So this is about the evaluation of economic impact within the company. Then what is the evaluation of economic impact outside the company? So the difference in value terms of previous fiscal year has been shown, and for recycling and anticipated benefit in value terms has been shown for the year. So this is about the process of environmental accounting. So the process of environmental accounting includes the 4 stages, that is identification and appraisal, communication and remediation, and analysis and control. So in the next class we will study about environmental cost, or the types of environmental cost, or else this environmental cost centers. I hope this environmental accounting or basic of environmental accounting is understood for everyone, right? If you have any doubts, you can clarify it. Thank you.